So guys, let's analyze this whole drone attack on Poland in depth. Let's analyze the whole thing critically. Yesterday, I told you guys that relax, the Russians will come out and give their own side of the story. And that was exactly what the Russian Ministry of Defense came out yesterday and did. NATO General Secretary's response to this whole attack was a bit funny to me. Because according to NATO General Secretary, the way NATO responded to the whole attack proved that NATO is ever ready to confront any future threats. I mean, they shot down the drones with fighter jets. So, I mean, what NATO General Secretary is trying to say is NATO has done extremely well. Mr. General Secretary, these drones entered into Poland or NATO territory and went as far as over 30 kilometers and hit buildings deep inside Poland. Over 30 kilometers. What was NATO doing? What was the radars doing? 19 of those drones were able to enter your airspace, go as far as more than 30 kilometers, hit targets inside Poland, and you are telling us that you guys responded well. I mean, let's be serious, come on, Mr. General Secretary. Now, according to some experts, they believe that the European Union and NATO orchestrated this whole attack. Their main purpose is to give their citizens an excuse, because majority of their citizens don't believe in this whole war again. So they decided to deliberately orchestrate this attack to tell their citizens that we told you that if we don't fight against the Russians will start attacking other countries. So they are trying to cause some kind of fear and panic in the system so that their citizens will give them the necessary support that they need. Currently, most European countries' economies are collapsing completely. So to think of it critically, if it was the Russians, I don't think the Russians would have used their own drones. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And even if the Russians will use their own drones, there will be explosives attached to it. The fact that these were 100% decoys explained that this was not the Russians. That is another explanation from some experts, which make perfect sense. You see, the whole attack was a well-planned, orchestrated attack. These drones, yes, it belongs to the Russians, but these are decoys. These are not the main drones. For instance, the General 2, General 3 drones, you know, whenever they land them, they include decoys just to deceive the air defense systems. So these are the decoys which were launched into Poland. So the main question is, if Russia is trying to hit, you know, Poland, why would they send in drones that are not meant to explode? Because when the investigators from Poland investigated the whole thing, they retrieved about 12 drones. And out of these 12 drones, not even a single explosive was attached to any of them. It doesn't make sense. So if Russia's intention is to strike deep inside Poland, why wouldn't they attach explosives? It doesn't make any sense. Now, what surprised me the most was how majority of Poland's citizens responded to the whole attack. Majority of them believe that the attack was carried out by Ukraine. Yes, let me explain this. You see, so after the whole attack, there was a survey which they did in Poland. So there was percentage of the Poland population who believe that this was carried out by Russia. Some believe it was carried out by, you know, NATO. Some believe it was carried out by Ukraine. Now, after the whole survey, majority of Poles believe that the attack was carried out by Ukraine. You get a point? I mean, I'm shocked. You know, normally, I mean, we were all expecting them to put the blame on Russia 100%. But this time around, they said, no, we are not going to be fooled twice. I hope you guys remember in 2023 when Ukraine shot their air defense missile, S-300 air defense missile into Poland territory. Now, the main question some people are asking is, where did the Ukrainians get these Russian drones from? I think this is an important question. You see, throughout this war, both the Russians and the Ukrainians, they seize each other weapons. Now, these particular drones, yesterday, after following the issue critically on Telegram, most Russian experts on Telegram believe that these drones, the Ukrainians got them from Kursk. When the Ukrainians invaded Kursk, some of these drones were seized in Kursk. So some believe that these are the drones that the Ukrainians launched, or these are the drones that European Union and NATO decided to launch. I hope it makes sense now. So those of you who are asking, where did they get the drones from? Currently, even the Russians, they have a lot of NATO weapons in their possession. Vice versa, the Ukrainians also have a lot of Russian weapons in their possession. So it is not difficult for both sides to get each other weapons. They get it all the time on the battlefield. So guys, one major reason why I don't upload a lot of videos these days is because they are currently working on this channel. So I'm being very cautious, right? So after everything is done, I'll continue releasing 3, 4, 5 videos in a day, right? So you guys should just lay low, be patient with me for now, right? What do you think? Do you think the attack was carried out by Ukraine and the European Union and NATO? Or do you think the attack was carried out by Russia after all the evidence available? What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. If it is Ukraine, just type Ukraine. If it is Russia, just type Russia. Thank you very much for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys, your effort, your endless support. Shalom. See you guys in the next episode.